Hi, ma'am.
Hi, welcome back to our another vlog.
Your channel.
Oh, it's my channel. Welcome back to my another vlog
Another vlog on your channel.
on my channel, of
Yes.
course.
So, it is the end of a frustrating, long, hot day. Now, yes. Well, let's start at the beginning of the day. What went wrong? A. Woke up too late. Today we flew from Delhi to Goa, and then made it from Goa to Palolem Beach, which is south. Actually, quite a bit further than we thought south, but hey, who likes to read maps? So, first things first, what did we do wrong?
We woke up late, yes, and then we're supposed to reach the airport around. Okay, wait. Our departure was from Delhi to Goa. Our departure was 10:50.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Okay, fine. Then, so what time we woke up? We woke up around like 8.
8 o'clock.
8
Yeah.
o'clock. Then we freshen up, we took bath. Then after that we had tea, breakfast, and then by the time when we booked the cab, it was around like 9:30.
No, it's a bit,
9 o'clock?
No, we're getting more about 9 o'clock. It's about 10 to 9 at that point.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're skirting on, you're running, you're route right. If
Yeah,
the
that time
cab,
it was a
if
bit-
the cab turned up.
Okay. So we booked a cab, and after that we were waiting for the cab, and then I don't know where the cab
You
went.
just got lost.
Yeah, he just got lost. He couldn't find my pickup point, so he was lost. And then we were waiting, communicating. Where are you? Where are you? Where have you reached? He was there somewhere nearby my house, but then I don't know where he stopped.
All the roads are very thin,
Tiny.
little, very thin. You're not going to get a proper car through
Yeah.
most of your.
But then we
Yeah.
went to the main road to wait for the cab. Still, he couldn't navigate us. And
20 minutes go by. See you later.
yeah. Then I cancelled the cab, and again I booked for the cab and waited for 5 minutes. Then we got on to the cab, and then I request the cab driver to reach there in the airport a bit. I mean, like, try to reach us there as soon as possible. He said okay, he'll try.
And you know what? He did a pretty good job.
I did.
I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he
getting
did a
us
pretty
there.
good job, yeah. And then,
Sure.
so we reached to the airport, and the fare was around 270, something like that. Then once we reached the airport, so I gave him my money, and then he was supposed to return like 30 rupees change. And then James said, okay, don't bother, don't take the change. But then being a driver, or because he's supposed to give us, but then he didn't even bother to give us. He was just holding the money, and then he was waiting for us to get out.
Not the dumb thing, but hey, doesn't matter. He was going to get the tip anyway, so cool, whatever.
Yeah, but still.
At this stage, we're already in a rush. We're like, oh, don't worry about it. Guy's an idiot. Doesn't matter. Let's go. So
Then we went
next,
inside.
well, you went inside straight away. I stood in the queue. Of course, there's some guy at the front getting a million questions from the security guard. Probably because I think he was very dark-skinned, and like all security guards anywhere in the world are, they're a bit overcautious, shall we say. But hey, that took a few minutes. Cool. I got in. Reilim was already in, trying to sort out tickets.
My tickets.
Your ticket. All right. I'll go and check the baggage in. I go and join the end of the normal queue because that's what I do. No.
Then there, I went to my counter. Since I work in airlines, so I get the free tickets. Not really free, we need to pay some fee amount. So I went
Taxes,
there,
whatever.
yeah, tax, whatever. I went there to the reservation counter, and I told them to please give me tickets. And then the lady was trying how to book and on stuff like that. And later on, at the last moment, she told me that the counter has been closed. The flight is about to, the boarding is already done, the counter is closed, so I cannot make up tickets for you. And I was like, no, please, yes, get me a ticket. Because his ticket is confirmed and he is going, so I have to go with him.
Yeah, tonight at this stage I'm still waiting in the
I
queue.
was like, oh gosh. I
Well,
was
for
like,
no, first things first, you got a ticket on a much later
yeah,
flight.
I got she gave me a ticket a month, like for the night flight. We're supposed to travel in the morning, but then she gave me a ticket for the night flight. She told me go and request to the check-in counter. Then I rush.
Well, you pulled me out.
Yeah, I rushed, and so I called him up before I rushed to the check-in counter. Please break the line, and then request them to give you the boarding cards
I don't like breaking
as soon
lines.
as possible. And
not what I do.
and he was telling me that no, I don't want to break the line, and he was keep on waiting. By the time I rushed, he was still waiting at the last queue. And when I saw him, I said, what the hell are you doing and standing there? Then I went straight to the check-in counter, and I requested staff, and I told her, please, this is our departure time, so please check us in as soon as possible. Then he got his ticket, and then mine, because we have a separate counter, staff check-in counter, we have a separate counter, so I have to request, and there were so many staff were waiting in the queue to get the tickets. I was waiting.
Boarding's about to start.
Boarding is about to start.
What's going on? What's going to happen now? Bag's gone.
Yeah, the staff already printed my tickets, and she told me wait for 5 minutes. Wait. So I've been waiting, and then after that, ma'am. After that, she was like telling me that, ma'am, you cannot go in this flight. The flight is totally booked. I was like, no.
We tried to pull some strings,
but
we were very lucky that right at the last second, as you were trying to then pull some strings in different places, she hands you over a boarding pass.
And then we rushed to the
security. Go to the security
screening.
Once again, skipped the line. However, it didn't help. Of course, I forget to take my belt off, so I have to go back and do it again. One could say I was a little frustrated at this point.
Okay.
But regardless, we got through it, rushed to the boarding gate, got on the plane, and we weren't the last ones on the plane. And you weren't also...
You remember how we were running from the security screening point to the boarding gate, and we're running. I told James to pull my hand, and he was running.
You were running, I was walking swiftly. Of course, my stride is quite a lot longer, so doesn't matter.
By the time I take two step, then his step is once like that.
Yeah. So we get on the plane, got on, we're on, happy, can breathe. Also, it turns out you weren't the last staff member to get a ticket on that flight as well. There was one guy who was waiting behind you in the line, who pretty much was one of the last couple of people who got onto that plane.
I'm so thankful to that staff who gave me a ticket. Thank you, because she gave me the first tickets to me. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. So, that was fun. So the flight, fine.
Took off.
Was that 2.5 hours?
Yeah, 2.5 hours, and then we had food on board.
We ate on board.
He likes the food,
I was hungry. I was just hungry. Let's say it all. Most of the time, you put food in front of me. It's just okay. All right, so got to the other end, get off, and go to the baggage collection.
And then we got the first baggage.
Yeah.
We did the last check then.
Turns out, if you're the last person to check in, your bags come off first. Now, I don't recommend always being the last person to check in. That's not a particularly good idea.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's done. After that, so we go and book ourselves a prepaid cab to get to the resort. Cool. 2,100 or whatever it was. So
for me, it's too expensive.
At this point, it's just okay, whatever. We're not going to try and barter with people. Let's just get in the cab. I was expecting about an hour. That's what I thought I'd read, but turned out to be about double that. Very long drive through some not particularly good looking roads. Didn't really like how thin some of the roads were, especially for the traffic coming in the other direction. But hey, that's why a lot of it have warning signs, accident-prone area. So yeah, about 2.5 hours or whatever it was later, we get into Blougham. And then the cab driver got lost.
Again.
Yay!
The cab driver always got lost.
Twice in a day.
Twice.
Great. Yeah, was trying to find the resort, which was down a different street. He turned off the wrong street too early. Next thing you know, there's a lane about that wide and the car's that wide. So it's like, oh crap. Better ask someone. Okay. Finally, also doesn't help that the reception here is pretty patchy. So, finally get to the resort, and then
we get down.
Hooray!
Again.
We got to walk a little bit over.
I was a bit frustrated, and I was like, no, since morning we were like,
at this point,
too much of troubles.
I've calmed down, so it's a point of going.
I frustrated
all right, whatever.
so much. Yeah. Annoy me like crazy, At
this point, I'm happy to walk the 100 meters or whatever it
and
was.
I was like, no, what kind of resort is that? Where the cab cannot get inside to the point.
Turns out the resort, or the group of resorts around the area, are actually building more rooms. So that's why we couldn't really get too close to the reception itself. Doesn't matter. We got there in the end. Got checked in. That was a painless experience. Okay, looked in the room.
And room was ready.
You know what? Everything else.
Everything was ready, and then drop us to the room, and then I was like, no, there's no window. Again, I complained. I was a bit of a complaint box yesterday. Not yesterday, today. Since yesterday.
Since yesterday. But
till morning today.
Yeah. But hey, we're here. That's all that matters.
And we were hungry again.
Indeed, that we certainly were.
And
so there next door, in my view, that way, there's a little cafe in the adjoining resort. I have a suspicion that all these resorts around here are all owned by the same people, and they just run with different business names.
I'm not sure. I don't know about that.
I have a suspicion, but then again, that's just me. So we got ourselves some lunch. Well, at this point it was, I think 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we had fish curry and chicken biryani, and some tea, of course.
No, it was prawn.
Oh no, that's right.
Garlic prawn.
So that was dinner. Forgot about that. Yes. So we had
As soon as we arrived,
yeah,
after a few
right.
minutes, we ordered for lunch.
That's right.
And we ordered for chicken biryani and
some garlic prawns.
Some garlic prawn. And then
yes, so we had garlic prawns, which were very nice, and chicken biryani, which also was very nice. I'm very partial to that. Much better than the one I had up in Manipur. Then again, that was from KFC, so I go figure. Not as if that's actually any good. But that was different. KFC with biryani. KFC serving rice.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it? At least back home. So, yeah, then after that, got ourselves unpacked.
You know what makes me relieved after the end of the journey? After I had biryani, I was like, oh, okay. It's relief. Because the biryani was so nice.
Yeah.